In this video, we'll go over the features that both the condo and townhouse have to offer. That way you'll be able to make a better choice on what option would be best suited for you. And be sure to stay tuned till the end, and I'll give you my opinion on which option I think would be best suited for myself. Let's start by defining what's the difference between a condo and a townhouse. Generally speaking, with a condo, you own the unit itself. On the other hand, with a townhouse, you own the structure itself and the land surrounding it. Now let's get into the different features. Let's start with number one, cost. Now, whether you're choosing to live in the suburbs or in the city, generally speaking, condos tend to be more affordable than townhouse. So depending on your budget, you would then decipher whether a condo or a townhouse would be best suited for you. Okay, let's move on to number two. Fees. Condos usually come with something called a maintenance fee. So these fees cover the cost of any repairs or maintenance needed on the outside of the condo unit. So it covers stuff like snow removal, lawn maintenance, and any type of repairs that the building would need over time. However, it is important to remember that the maintenance fee does not cover any repairs or damages or maintenance that would happen inside your unit. For example, like a plumbing issue, say a leaky faucet or a plumbing issue with your toilet. Those would not be covered and you would have to incur those costs yourself. Now with a townhouse, there are no maintenance fee, but let's just take something into consideration. There's a difference between townhouses. So there's something called condo townhouse and a freehold townhouse. In a condo townhouse, there are maintenance fee, but the townhouses that I'm speaking about today are called freehold townhouses that don't have any fees. So despite them not having any fees, you are now responsible for all payments, such as your utilities and any repair or maintenance that you would require in your house, such as your lawn maintenance, your shoveling the snow, and any repairs such as your furnace breaks down or your roof needing a repair. Let's go on to the third feature, amenities. So in a condo, there are a lot of amenities that are offered, such as pools, party room, gym, sauna, and outdoor courtyard. However, in a townhouse, while there may not be any amenities, you do have access to your own private backyard for entertaining. Which brings us into our fourth feature, accessibility. Condos tend to be more accessible because of the feature of elevators. Although it's easier for you to get up and down the building, just keep in mind that there is more walking involved. So what I mean by this is, anytime I go visit my friend that lives in a condo and I have my kids with me, it's quite the adventure. So we're having to park and then actually walk to the entrance of the building, buzz, wait for her to let us in, get into the door, then having to walk to the elevator. And let me tell you that this is not an easy task with 3 little ones. So trying to get them into the elevator, then once we're in the elevator, getting off the elevator, and then finally making our way to her condo. However, when it comes to a townhouse, you just get out of your driveway and walk straight through the door, and there, you're in your home. Although there's less walking involved with a townhouse, having you get out of your car and then just a couple steps you're in your home, you have to keep in mind that they tend to have multi-levels. Which brings me into the next feature, which is size. So condos, generally speaking, tend to be smaller in size in comparison to townhouses, for the reason being that everything is on one level. So you have your bedrooms, your kitchen, your living area, dining area, all in one space. Whereas in a townhouse, you have multi-levels. So you have rooms on each floor, and then you have additional space in your garage, your basement, and your backyard. Now let's get into number 6, which is restrictions. Now you might be asking, what do I mean by restrictions? So in condos, there tend to be more rules and regulations you have to follow. For example, my mom, when she first moved into her condo, she started to decorate and she brought over her fabulous hot red curtains ready to put up. And as soon as she put them up, maybe within 30 minutes, she got a call from the condo organization asking her to immediately remove those red curtains. Why? Because the mandate, the rule is that they're only allowed to have white blinds or window coverings up. So that's just an example of one restrictions a condo unit may have. Whereas with a townhouse, there are no rules or regulations. You're free to do what you want. Let's get into the next feature, which is security. So in a condo, there's constant security. From the moment you enter the building, you're having to buzz in, then you're having to sign in at the front desk. So there's constant monitoring of who's coming in and out of the property. There's also camera systems all through the building and in the parking area. So it's well secured 24 hours. Whereas a townhouse, you can have security as an option, but that would be up to you to install cameras or a security system at your own expense. Last but not least, return on investment. So generally speaking, condos tend to appreciate at a slower rate than townhouses. And you can also do more to a townhouse to upgrade the value, such as finishing your basement. Whereas in a condo, the most you can really do is update your kitchen or bathrooms. So you would get more return on your investment for a townhouse just because you're allowed to do so many more upgrades, which would appreciate the value. So now that we've gone over all the different features both a condo and townhouse have to offer, let's go into who would be best suited for a condo. So if you're single and don't need much space, perhaps a condo might be best suited for you. Or on the other hand, if you're looking to downsize or are an empty nester, for example, a condo might be best suited for you because there's less maintenance involved. You're not having to shovel snow or take care of the lawn. Now let's talk about who would be best suited for a townhouse. So couples that are now starting off and that would like to expand their family in the future, a townhouse might be best suited just because you have additional space. You have the garage, you have additional basement space and backyard space. So if I had to choose between a townhouse and a condo, I would have to go for a townhouse just because of my growing family. The additional space is much needed for us. The use of the basement and backyard would just provide additional play space and storage for my family. Now I hope this video was useful for you and I hope it helps you choose which option is best suited for you. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!